Alright guys, so welcome back to another video. So today I want to show you this system that I've been using for about a week. It's called the AimPoint system. It's something that is used by PGA Tour players a lot. It's quite interesting because the way you're supposed to use it, you're supposed to use your feet to determine the degree of break, and then you use your fingers to implement that degree. So if you say 1 degree, if you determine 1 degree, then one finger is 1 degree, two fingers 2, and so on. This system actually was used in the PGA Tour. I don't know if you remember on TV where they have the lines to read the breaks. It's that system. It was developed for that. And then they figured out that you can actually use your fingers, and by using your fingers it will be the same. So it's really interesting. First thing you got to do when you have your ball here and there's the hole, you walk on the low side. I know for a fact that it's going to break from right to left. So what I have to do here, just feel with my feet and determine the degree. So for me, it's going to break about, I would say 1 degree. It could be 2 as well. So I'm just going to say 1 degree. So what I do is I use my finger and reach out like this and read the line. So 1 degree will be right there, right here. With my finger, it says that it will be right there. I can show you exactly how it works. So my ball is there, so I reach out my hand and put it to the middle of the cup, and 1 degree will be right there. So I can see it better with my eyes, obviously. This is through the camera, so it's a little distorted, but it's actually the right edge of the cup according to 1 degree. 2 degrees will be like right there, and then you can use up to like 4 degrees. If you want to use the system properly, you will have to get like a digital leveler, and you put it here and it will tell you exactly the degree. So it could tell you maybe 2-3 degrees. You put it here and then you put it like right here, and then you take an average. And the reason you want to do that is that way you can get a feeling. You can accustom your body to feeling, you know, what 2 degree feels like. So then next time you play without a leveler, then you will say, okay, this is 2 degrees, this is 3 degrees, or this is 1 degree. For me, I think it's 1 degree. So I'm going to play that and see what happens. Yeah, I think it was right. I just needed a little more pace to it. So definitely, it was definitely 1 degree, I would say. For me, ultimately, the way this helps me is that because before, you know, I tried to get a putting routine, so I kind of just did this. I pick a line, or I even went to the hole as well, you know, but I was just guessing, you know. It's just like, okay, it's going to be a little right to left, and then I kind of say, okay, maybe 1 cup, 2 cups, whatever. But a lot of times I kind of fall out of that routine, you know. So having this system, I'm kind of forced into that routine. So come over here and I say, that's, for me, it's 2. It's going to be 2 degrees from this length right here, from this side right here is 2 degrees. So I put on my fingers, 2 degrees, and then try to commit to that. Once you pick a degree, if you're this close, 1 degree right there, it will be just right edge. Now the more you go back, if it's still 1 degree, it's no longer the right edge, but it's like a cup, and then so on. If you go back even more, then obviously the break is going to be more and more. So this is great, I think, because it kind of adjusts automatically just using your fingers. Another thing that you have to consider is how fast the greens are. So they say if it's just a normal course, then you extend your hand fully like this. Now if you're playing a really fast course where the greens are really fast, then you kind of like put it out like this, or even like this. So it depends on how fast the greens are. So if you're playing and you feel like they're faster, then all you have to do, instead of extending your finger out like that, your hand like that, you just go like this, and that will automatically give you a better read. Okay, let's take this putt. Let's see. So I'll walk on the low side. It's definitely going to break this way. I just have to determine the degree. So to me, it's just 1 degree, but I'm not good at this right now because I'll struggle with my putting, so it could also be 2 degrees. So that's why for me, I would get the digital leveler and just put it in here, and that way I can get used to what is 2 degrees and what is 1 degree. So I'm going to play 1 degree right now. And so extend out my finger, and what degree, when I extend my finger, it shows me that it's right here, the break. So it's a really precise point, so I just have to commit to that, because this assumes that you hit it straight, obviously, no manipulation with the face. Okay, I definitely started it way to the right. And see, with this system, you can definitely work on that, because it will show you exactly your mistakes, you know, so I can definitely see that. Okay, so I got another one right here, and I have to go back here because this is quite difficult, this one. And I would say 1 degree from right to left. So once I determine that, extend out my finger, 1 degree is left edge according to this. So I think I get a better idea this way. So oh, I just didn't hit it hard enough, but I'll take that anytime. Now if I were to pass this, look at this, we're gone all the way down here. So let's look at something more extreme, like from here to back over there. There's a huge slope in here, so I definitely have to determine the degree here. And wow, okay, I always say like 3 degrees. So again, all I got to do is point out my fingers, 3 degrees from here, from the middle of the cup. It says that it will be right here, so that's where I have to aim. Let's see if it works out. Oh, okay. It was all about the pace, I think, in this case, but I'm happy with that putt, definitely. Okay, so let me show you real quick how I do this. So first, I walk to the hole on the low side, and then right here, I know that it's gonna break from here to here. I just have to determine the degree. So in this case, I would say 2 degrees. That's why I think it's very important to, when you first get started with the system, is to get the leveler. That way you get the feel. And then all I gotta do, if I say 2 degrees, I come in here and I use 2 fingers like that. So 2 degrees is right there. All I have to do now is just commit to that line and putt right there. The difference with before is that I still did the same thing. I came over here, but I kind of just guessed. I had no plan, basically. So I kind of just say, okay, I think it's gonna break from here to here, but I say, well, 2-3 cups. So there was no precise point. So, and for me, this definitely changes my putting game because it's a little more precise. But then again, I do need to get the leveler, because that way I have to train myself to get the feeling of what 2% feels, what 3% feels, what 1% feels like. So that was it for the video. Now the reason I decided to use the system is because I struggle with my putting always. I played this past weekend, I was 3-putting, I had no plan, so I feel like the system is giving me some hope. And I think it's quite easy to use it once you get the basis. Now for me, I would order this digital leveler. That way I can get accustomed to feeling the slope, because I think this system helps a lot of people who have a hard time reading the greens. And initially, I think the only way to do it is to understand the slope. So a lot of times, as you can see in the putts here that I miss, I think my problem is that I'm not reading those slopes correctly. So it may feel like a 1% and it might be like 2%, or it might be less. So definitely looking forward to getting this digital leveler. That way I can understand finally what is the slope of the greens, and then, you know, obviously get used to it. You can use it in competition. So all right guys, so don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Thanks for watching. Until next time.